What is up, gamers and gearheads? Brittality here to bring you episode 113 of the Coalition Report, where I recap all the Gears of War news throughout the week, or in this case weeks, since we didn't have enough news for an episode last weekend. And not a lot going on, to be honest, but still enough to squeeze together an episode. So without further delay, let's jump into the news. If you are a fan of Gears of War art and or concept art, be sure to head over to View the Art Station of Manuel Mora. There are some really cool pieces of concept art and other art there that you can see throughout the Gears of War Ultimate campaign. So be sure to head over there if you are an art connoisseur like myself. Gears of War 4 is one of the most anticipated games in 2016 for Games Radar, and let's face it, for myself as well. Now don't forget, the Gears of War 4 beta is due out sometime in spring, so I'm hoping we will be getting bits and pieces of news about the new title sometime this winter, or maybe sooner if I can bribe Rod with some chocolate chip cookies. What do you guys think? Get double the experience pointage throughout this weekend on King of the Hill and Blitz. Social and competitive game modes are awarded with double XP on King of the Hill and only competitive for Blitz. One of the more important happenings for Gears of War this week was a title update. Why, you ask? Because it tweaks one of the most important weapons of Gears of War Ultimate Edition, the Gnasher. They did things like modify the spread and remove the idle state where your first shot lands a little off center. Achievements for Annex were also added in this update, along with updated hill spawn locations in certain maps for Blitz and King of the Hill, a tweak to spectator mode, improvements to server stability, and a few more updates as well. You can view a full official list over on the Gears of War forums. Now on to some competitive news. UMG adds a Gears of War ladder to their site, so if you enjoy competing online or just want to mess around with some friends, head over to UMG. Don't forget, Hype 4 will be happening this upcoming weekend, October 2nd through the 4th. This will be Hype Fest Station's first LAN event featuring Gears of War Ultimate, and it is supposed to be a big one. Lots of teams are locked in and ready to compete. Lots of people going to spectate and going to be there and enjoy all the action. So if you can't join over there, make sure you go to twitch.tv/hypefeststation and you can view all the awesomeness that will be happening this coming weekend. Speaking of competing, we haven't gone over a lot of team makeups and breakups because, well, there wasn't any real reason to. But now, with the first big LAN on the horizon, I thought it would be good to catch up on some developing stories. Let's face it, it's like the Katy Perry song, Hot and Cold Up in Here with team changes. I just want to play that every time I see someone change their mind a day later. But anyway, so let's get into some changes. First on the list, our favorite vicious kittens of Vexx have dropped PR from their roster and picked up longtime Gears of War competitor Wingos. Chubbs released a tweet that said it was due to team chemistry, but you can view PR's side of the story on a video he uploaded about his unforeseen exit from Vexx over on his channel. Now we come to Vexx Gaming, formerly known as Notorious, who are the reigning champs of Hype Fest Station. With Phobias out of the picture and the removal of longtime team member Red Icy, they replaced the two spots with Excels and former member of Synergy, Yogurt. Now comes the most interesting and what the piss moment of team development so far. Now, team captain of Synergy, Strangulate, was formerly a QA tester for the Coalition Studio. Yes, I said former. Team captain and owner of Synergy, Strangulate, is not able to compete due to the fact that he works for the Coalition and has some insider info. However, he did miss competing, and so he left his job at the studio in order to be able to compete in Gears of War Ultimate and reform one of the top teams from Gears of War 3, Synergy. Now, he's not able to compete in the online ESL stuff that's going on because the Coalition Studio directly has a lot to do with the ESL things going on. But he does plan on competing at Hype Fest Station with his team. So now he needs to get his team back, right? Well, Noxious Hero leaves Team MBN that he only joined maybe like a day or two before in order to go back with Synergy. Nasty leaves Throwdown, they're now known as NX. And the team picks up former rival Red Icy to fill in the 4th spot as Yogurt has decided to remain with Vexx. Now, if you really enjoy the competitive scene or are maybe new to Gears of War competition, be sure to head over to the forums where Fury Team Captain Franchise has made a breakdown of some teams and their players that you will be seeing at High 4. It's a really cool and interesting read, and I'm always supportive of competitive players stepping out and doing things within the community, so that was really cool. Thank you, Franchise, for doing that. And that, my good Gears, my goodness, that is all the news I have for you from the past couple of weeks. If you think I missed anything, just be sure to let me know and I will add it in to the next episode. If you want your gameplay featured here, hey, also let me know that. All you have to do is just let me know via Twitter, if you would, and shoot me a gameplay over and we'll discuss on how to get you featured on here. Why did I decide to go with an even more country accent right there? I don't know, because there's things wrong with me. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and or a comment. Hey, I like shooting the breeze with you guys. Leave a comment and we'll do some talking. Until the cog turns again, we'll have some more news for you next time. Have a wonderful week.